Past, present, future. The motto denotes unfailing service and infinite gratitude. On Florida State's nationally recognized veteran-friendly campus, recently it was the women's tennis team's turn to serve.
Well, this has been a couple years in the making. We had, a vision of really reaching out to our student veterans on campus.
You've got Jennifer Hyde and all the girls on the tennis team, and Susu, the assistant coach, reached out to us as they thought about how they defined veteran-friendly and empowering, and said, hey, here are some of the things that we think the nation's most veteran-friendly and empowering women's tennis team should be doing.
On Saturday, February 21st, the Seminole ladies took to the courts in an inaugural match against the United States Air Force Academy. The game was decorated with special guests, including the color guard, members of the marching band, and President Thrasher, himself an Army veteran.
Him being there was just, it was fun, and then it also just sends the message to everyone how important this is to the President and to his wife Jean, and we were very thankful for them being there.
Sounds from FSU's world-renowned marching chiefs rang out across the court to welcome students and veterans alike.
The beginning when the marching chiefs were here, I had goosebumps all over, and it was really breathtaking.
I know I was talking to some people after the match and they said they had tears in their eyes, and I think being able to do that at tennis and have that pause to think about why we're here, who gives us the freedoms, and everything involved with today.
The anthem was followed by a long-standing Air Force tradition, adapted by the tennis team to welcome the Academy.
And they announced the starting lineups, and the Seminole ladies were giving athletics challenge coins to the Air Force ladies.
Legend has it that the challenge coin tradition dates back to the First World War. Organizations offer them to each other as a symbol of camaraderie.
I think it's a great tradition in the military that I wanted to put a civilian spin on, and I wanted the student athletes from the Air Force and their staff to have something to take with them home, and as a memory of this event.
I really thought that was special, just one of a kind. I don't think that is going on anywhere else in the country.
Again, I think one of the things we're really working on with the team is having that pause to consider everything else that's going on in our lives, outside of our lives, and people outside of our lives that work to give us the benefits that we have as student athletes and being employees here at a great institution.
That pause meant something different for everyone in attendance.
It was really touching for me personally, just because my brother's a Marine, so it was a really nice event.
It's really cool to kind of see an idea come to fruition, especially one this important. I think our vision was to not have it be a one and done. We wanted it to be throughout the year, and that's what we're doing, and those are the relationships we're building and growing. And today was like the culmination of all of that.
The atmosphere on that cloudless Saturday afternoon was one of empowerment. A humbling reminder that regardless of whose court the ball is in, Florida State University will always be a welcome place for veterans past, present, and future. I'm Rebecca Cardenas for Seminole Sports Magazine.